Just a minute, let me get my cover off. So right, see if we can get this in the stand. So I've been at it for hours winding this coil. I just wanted to give you a rough. I didn't want to bore you with the process of winding the coil because it's quite a long, tedious task, but at the moment I am just fitting these little guides that where the canopy shielding goes at the back of the coil. I'll show you the other one. The previous one that we were using is, as you can see, we've got these little canopy shielding nanocrystalline on the back of the coils. Well, I've got to do that with this new one, which is a lot bigger, and I've got to get these things stuck in place, and it's a fiddly little job. So I am rather tired at the moment. I spent over 6 hours winding this frigging thing. So I'm using some of my plastic because I'm not sure that it's going to be a good seal with super glue, so let's see, which way around was it? Wants to be that way around. Well, this one's a bit warped, so I've got to hold it down. Maybe I should back my camera up a bit more. Well, I added some acetone to the super glue tube, which is nearly empty. I've got another tube though, but I thought I'd make the most of that one. So I've got to glue these and hold them in place for a while, which is a very boring situation. I think I need elastic bands. I don't know yet. I'll see if it will stick while I'm holding it. So I wound the coil first, and I put these canopy holders in place around the coil, simply because it's just easier really to get them positioned in the right places, because it's kind of difficult to judge the exact right area. It doesn't take long to dry. Doesn't take long to dry. It's already drying. It's just the ends that look a bit. I'm trying not to use much plastic because it takes too long to dry if I use a lot of plastic. I mean my glue plastic, you know, ABS slurry. So I'm using a tiny amount really, and then I liquefy it a little bit more with some acetone mixed in with the glue. I'm going to have to, my shielding is going to have to be quite a considerable amount longer as well. It's actually starting to dry. I'll be able to take my finger off in about a minute. They're not all warped, it's just this one that's been a bit of a pain. I went and picked up one that was warped a bit. I think it's sticking. It'll work, especially if I put some more plastic down this edge. When it dries it shrinks and it pulls it in. So it'll actually pull that in as it dries. Stop squirting out your damn stuff. Yeah, I'm only doing a quick video, just to a quick live stream rather, just to show you the process. I mean, the coils, winding the coils. I use a needle, a syringe needle, as in one of these needles, and you put the wire through it, and then you just wrap the wire using the needle, because you can't get your fingers behind there very easy. So there's my spool of wire with the needle on the end of it, and I just literally just use this needle to guide the wire on. So I'll show you that. Obviously I wasn't going to live stream the process of winding the coil, which took me 7 hours. It was a very long process, and you know me, once I start live streaming it's hard for me to press the stop button because I get preoccupied. Right, so let's find a straighter one that will stick a bit quicker. I don't know what to put on here. I feel a bit crap today. I don't know, I need to go and get something to eat, something proper to put in my stomach, because I was nibbling on stuff and I have to pull it back, otherwise it keeps oozing out. I'll probably do a test later tomorrow, because I'm too tired right now. Just leaving it that way. Actually, that one's cool as well. Let me find a straighter one. I'll deal with the warpy ones. Some of them are a little bit warped. I need to straighten them out a bit, really. I've got a headache. Actually, I'm going to open my front door. just going to open my front door, let some air in, because I've got a headache. I'm not sure why. Oh, right. There's not much super glue in that because I squirted some acetone in it to get the last bit of the glue out. It's mostly acetone that's in there. So that's got to lean forward slightly, because when I put the steel, sorry, the nanocrystalline material in these slots, there's definitely some super glue still in that stuff, because it's sticking to my finger pretty well, which is good. I can smell it. So let me just nick one of them out of the other one. I think this one's got two in. It's too small, obviously, but I just want to check the spacing on this one. Yeah, obviously it's going to be a lot smaller, so I'm going to use less material, and that's a good thing. So it's definitely a lot smaller, but it's going to go in the slot like so. Much bigger piece though. I'm just going to go up against another one there. Let's see, I've got this narrow piece here. Will that fit in there? Nope. I've got to make some narrower ones for this. I want to be consistent and keep them the same size. Actually, this will help me to avoid getting glue on my fingers. Ah, yeah, I can tilt it better. Look, you see, it's got to be tilted in a bit like this. It's got to go around the coil a bit. I think I can stick another one on now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got enough. I did 8. I've got 8 of these. I need to print another 8 for when I do the next canopy. I think I'm going to have a break again because I need to let these fall dry and then I'll do the rest later because I've got to go and get my other super glue as well because this is empty. I can stick some acetone in it, I suppose. This is what I've been doing, just stick my needle in there. Get every last bit of super glue out. You can actually dilute super glue with acetone, you know. A little bit. Not too much, wouldn't be advisable. Yeah, that's stuck already. That's surprising. Well, it's almost. The reflectors are very important, and they don't have to be nanocrystalline. They can be ordinary thin tin. Because they actually improve the speed when you put them on. The reason I'm stopping at 4 is because I'm still getting these other. I want to see how well they stick down right. And I'm tired. I've just about had enough today. I didn't count how many turns on here. I just got as much on as I could get. What I do basically is wind it until the wire gets to this edge of this peg. When the wires are almost to this edge, I use it as a guide. Oops, I've got glue on my finger now. That's basically what I do. I'm not worried about number of turns. It's just about, you see, if you get too much wire on here, if it's too thick, you're getting further and further from the magnetic field anyway, so you've got to have a balance, and I think that's a good balance, that height. I use 30 SWG wire, so we'll get a lot more current, but the voltage will be less. Well, that's okay with me because I intend to do some other magnetic flux improvements later on to increase the voltage, to bring the voltage back up again, and we'll get even more current. Because what I've got another rotor improvement, another rotor design improvement to do, using the same segments, but they'll form part of the outside of the rotor so that the segments will be locked in, keyed to the rotor assembly. But instead of having the rim around the edge of the rotor, I'm going to cut away part of it and have the segment sticking out of it. I'll show you later. It's a new improvement to the design, so I'm gonna, when I put the segments down here, I've got to push this wire back a bit as well. So actually I'll see if I can get one more in there. Just want to get one at this end, which is a bit tricky, but I should be able to do that. I'm going to pull wire back with my fingernail. Right. I've got to keep sticking the wire in, because if I don't do that, the end goes hard and then you can't get it out, and then you've got to prick it anyway, so you might as well leave the wire in there. Because the end, it goes hard and then you can't get this stuff out. Just need to pull that wire back a bit. I don't want to get any wire stuck under the plastic. That wouldn't be good, because if at some point I want to remove these things, I don't want to be using a knife and then cut the wires, do I? Do the other end. Put my fingernails in. That wire got underneath a bit. I've just got, yeah, it's drying pretty quick. I've just got to hold it a little bit while it dries. I can't really put elastic bands on here. It's not going to. They're just going to slide off, and it's not possible to clamp it very easily. Checking the others while I'm at it. Oh, I've only got 3 to go actually. These end ones are the tricky ones to do. The wire is, as I said, I want to remove it. I don't want to foul. I need to transplant them across. I think this one at this end, I think it's stuck now. It seems to be stuck now. We'll put a bit more glue behind it. My homemade glue. This thing's pretty heavy, you know. There's a lot more wire on there. Oops, I broke my windbreak thing again. Keep catching it up and splitting it. Easy repair. Some acetone. I knocked a bit out of that one as well. Right, and we'll let that dry. I'll do the rest later. There's only 3 more of these to put on, but they don't take long to dry. It's just that I've got to stop the stream and I've got stuff on my fingers. Just those 3 to go. So where can I put this where it won't fall over? I think I'll stick it on. I'll stick it on the printer bed for now. It'll dry on that. Right, see you later.